Hi, welcome back. So I was talking to you earlier about ways to use something like the blues scale and just play that and practice that all over the fingerboard. You can start it, I showed you an example where we play it on the 3rd fret here on the C, then play it here on the 8th fret of the E string, and then also here, actually up on the 15th fret of the A string. Let's do the same thing. Let's pick a mode and do the same idea. Let's use the Dorian mode. It's one of the most useful modes to learn. Fits really well over minor 7 chords, as I talked to you about in learning the modes section. The structure of the Dorian mode again is root, 2nd, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, natural 6th, flat 7, octave. Now, check it out. So with this, let's do the same idea. We'll play it here, play it in the next register on the bass, and then also in the high register. So we've got this 3rd fret on the A string. Here's our C. Now the next place we can find it is here on the C, again, 8th fret of the E string. So we can go. Then here. Notice already it's a little different sounding. It's a little more punchy here. Then here a little softer. And then up here in the high register. Now notice also, this is a really important point, I want to make this now. When people get into the high register of the bass, or obviously the frets are actually moving slightly closer together, they often alter their fingering pattern. So if you notice with this, I'm using exactly the same fingering as I do down here. 1, 3, 4, 1, pivot, 4, 1, 2, 4. Notice up here I'm using exactly the same fingering. 1, 3, 4, 1, pivot, 4, 1, 2, 4. And in reverse, 4, 2, 1, 4, pivot, 1, 4, 3, 1. Now what you can do, when you do get up to this register, you can also do this as an alternative. You can swap here to your 3rd, but this down here doesn't work so well because there's such a large interval. So the way to do it is try both. I always think if you've got like 2 or 3 different ways to play something and they all make sense, practice all of them, because in the real world on a gig, or if you're playing an idea or a line, your hands want to be really free to move with the idea in your head and in your ears, rather than just the only way you know physically how to play them. So when you're in this position, try both ways. The way we talked about before, pivot, and then try. See, I'm using 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. Try both, see which one works for you. All of them are good. So there you see we've taken a mode and done exactly the same principles as we did with the blues scale. Start to learn it all over the bass. And again, getting comfortable with how it sounds sonically. And we can use that same principle for everything. We could take an arpeggio, we could take a bass line, an idea. Let's take a really simple arpeggio and just look at doing the same idea with it. So let's take a C major 7 arpeggio. And this, remember, consists of a root, the major 3rd, the 5th, and the major 7th of the scale. So if we've got C major, we have root, the major 3rd will be an E, the 5th will be a G, and the B will be the major 7. We have this. This also occurs here, same fingering. There's that C on the E string on the 8th fret. And then up here on the 15th fret, where our dot is here corresponding, same thing. I'll play that for you again. Then here. Then here. And then back down. And then notice each time I'm actually starting on the root. Why don't we start on the 7th and descend? Just doing the same arpeggio in reverse. B, the 7th, G, the 5th, E, the 3rd, C, the root. Swap to here. B, G, E, C. B, G, E, C. C. And notice also as I'm doing this, I'm saying the note names. C, E, G, B, B, G, E, C. Move to here. Same register, C. But now again, remember on the 8th fret of the E string. C, E, G, B, B, G, E, C. Move up here to a high C. And this is again, remember, on the 15th fret of the A string. C, E, G, B, B, G, E, C. You can speed that up a little bit. You can see 3 positions there where I'm playing it. In 2 of those positions, it's actually in the same register octave-wise, and then up here, it's 1 octave higher. And again, this register, like I said, don't be afraid of practicing everything you play down here, up here. It's the same shape, it's the same fingering, isn't it? Look. Same fingering too. So there's a good way to practice, again, learning the fingerboard and playing an idea in one register and then moving it around the bass so you cover all the areas of the neck and really start to see ideas and where they occur all over the fingerboard.